Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for coming today to celebrate the opening of our new Lake Erie research facility here with the Fish and Boat Commission. My name's Tim Schaefer. I'm the executive director of the agency. I have a couple staff that are going to be making some remarks today. Sean Wheeler from our engineering division, Mark Halfley with our Bureau of Fisheries. We are going to take a walk through the building, so I had a couple people ask me about that. Once we're done with these brief remarks, we're going to go through that door right there and then wind up in the research lab. So yes, there will be an opportunity to view the facility. We have a lot of staff here and a lot of commissioners here, so I'll dispense with most of the introductions, but I will point out Dan Pastore is our local commissioner here in Erie County. Really happy for Dan's leadership. He just finished up a term as the president of the Board of Commissioners. So, but number of commissioners, number of staff here today. Anybody who's here can answer questions for you. So, why we're here today is to celebrate the opening of this new building. Sean is going to give you the particulars, but just so everyone realizes, this replaces that. So our staff where's Chuck Murray? Did you see Chuck? I saw Chuck somewhere. Chuck Murray, he's our I think I saw him, could give you some history of the building. Chuck had been our Lake Erie research unit leader for a long time, but the staff had literally been in that building. That was where they were housed. We did not have appropriate lab space. It just was not a space that you would want professional biologists operating in. So we started a multi-year process working through the Department of General Services to design a new building that Sean's going to tell you about. It was about a $2.4 million facility. We used fish fund dollars, so we're a self-funded agency, primarily funded by fishing licenses, boat registrations. I get this question all the time. Every nickel of Lake Erie permit funds stays in the Lake Erie watershed. Although we didn't have to use Lake Erie permit funds for this, we have a special account. We have a couple leases around the Commonwealth with natural gas leases, and we put those dollars back into our properties, and that's how we funded this fully on our own. So again, no general fund dollars went into this. This came straight from the fish fund. What this will allow us to do is to really be full partners with the rest of the states in the Great Lakes watershed and managing this unbelievable fishery for Pennsylvania. When Mark Halfley comes up, I'm going to ask him also to let you know about our new Lake Erie research vessel that's being built. The Perka, some of you may know, has been on the water for, oh my gosh, I think it goes back to the 1950s. In addition to building this new building, we're building a brand new research vessel for the Great Lakes. So we are all in on Lake Erie, all in on the work that our staff's doing here, so we can keep delivering fishing and boating opportunities. The hatchery itself, I had a couple questions about that. We are now doing all of the steelhead propagation here locally at Fairview. We had been doing that between here and our Tyne-Essex State Fish Hatchery. If anybody would like to take a look at some of the renovations that we've done there afterwards, please let me know. Happy to have you take a look down there. But without any further ado, I do want to turn it over to Sean Wheeler. Sean's one of our engineers. He can tell you a little bit more about the details of the building itself. So, Sean?
Thanks, Tim.
Yep.
Good morning. As Tim said, I'm the Chief of Facilities Engineering. I'd like everyone just please keep in mind this is an active construction site, so it's not finished yet. So when you walk around, you'll see some of the badge systems not in place. I'd like to take a moment to thank the project managers of this. Dave Brennan, he's with Bostwick Design, he's here. Jack Rakavic, he's here with DGS Design. Dave Gibbs, he's here with DGS as well in construction. Ryan Doyle, he's Vice President for Perry Construction. And Eric Bowman, I don't think he's here today, but he's with WMT Spader Construction. So this project started design in 2022, progressed through design, and we bid the project, started construction the fall of 2024. We currently anticipate having the occupancy permit for this within the next 30 days. This building, as you see, is a new facility, 2,800 square feet. It has 5 offices, a conference room, a new lab. It has a library as well. As Tim mentioned, this does replace our previously outdated space our staff was using. It now has an accessible site. It allows for future growth here. Along with this investment for Fish and Boat, we do also have a future site picked out for our influent treatment for the facility. And that's approximately a $4 million project we're currently working through design. Again, I'd like to thank you for everyone coming here, and I'll turn it over to Mark.
Yep. So Mark Hafley, a lot of you got to know Mark. He leads all of our work here in the Lake Erie watershed. Mark can explain both the building, again, also explain about the new boat that we're building and how all of this fits into the broader work we do with our partners throughout the Great Lakes to manage Lake Erie.
Good morning, everyone. And again, thanks to our executive director and our commissioners for approving this project and having this built. Thanks to Perry and thanks to Spader for all their hard work. My name is Mark Hafley. I'm the unit leader for the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission's Lake Erie Research Unit. This office is going to house our 5 staff that we have here, our seasonal and full-time employees, as well as a law enforcement office. This is going to give us the ability to continue to do the work that we do here on Lake Erie, just at the highest level. With the state-of-the-art facility in the lab and the ability to work easier, if you will, it's going to make our jobs and our lives so much simpler and so much better, the products that come out. So we'll continue to work with our partners in Michigan, Ohio, New York, and Ontario to jointly manage Lake Erie for both the pursid populations, the perch and walleye, as well as the lake trout and the forage species. It's a pleasure to work here. It's a pleasure to work with all of them. It's so wonderful to have all of you here and our local stakeholders that support all the work that we do. And we're going to continue to do everything that we can, to keep this great fishery going and this very high-profile fishery that we have here in Erie. It's big business for us. It's big business for our local economy, and the work that we're able to do and what we're able to do in this building is just going to add to that and really give us the ability to do what we need to do. Along with this building, like our executive director Tim Schaefer said, we're currently building a brand new 55-foot research vessel. That 55-foot boat is going to replace the Perka. Our research vessel Perka was built in 1959. It is 65 years old, or 66 years old. It's on its 67th season. We've had it since the late 70s here in fisheries management. It has been a wonderful, wonderful part of our work, and it has really done well for us. However, everything gets old, it gets antiquated, and it needs to be replaced. So the new research vessel is being built by Lake Assault Boats in Superior, Wisconsin. It's going to be slightly longer, it's going to be slightly wider, but it's going to look exactly the same as a tribute to the Perka and all the work that we've done up to this time with that boat. So we're very fortunate to have it being processed. The hull is just about completed. We're going to start doing the wheelhouse, the pilot house over top, and then start outfitting it, and that boat will be delivered in June of next year is the anticipation delivery date. So between the new boat, between the new office, and with the help of all of our staff, we continue to work hard for the anglers of Pennsylvania. We thank them for all of their dedication to what they do and to the fishery here and to keep us going and keep us moving forward. So again, thank you all for coming today. It's greatly appreciated. We'll be doing tours of the building. I'll be happy to explain what we've done, what's here, what's there, and what the purposes of the entire building is going to be. So there's also going to be refreshments if anybody would like a cookie. Help yourself to a cookie, and thank you all for coming.
Thanks, Mark. So we could not get done what we do here at the Fish and Boat Commission without our relationship with the governor's office. So Mike Ferrito's here, and then the state legislature. We're here in Representative Bizarro's district. Dan Laughlin, Senator Laughlin, he's now the vice chair of the Game and Fisheries Committee, had been the chair, but I will tell you that there is no stauncher advocate and ally for anglers, hunters, and boaters in the legislature than Dan Laughlin. And I think that carries from both the House and the Senate. If there is something that's happening in Harrisburg that has anything to do with sportsmen's issues, he is always the first person who comes to mind and the person that people to go to for answers with their questions. So I did want to give Dan opportunity to make some comments on it, since I know he's excited about this building as well.
Appreciate that nice intro there, Tim. Look, I feel fortunate to be the state senator that represents one of the most important fisheries in the entire world. I actually thought one of my Fish Commission friends would have pointed out that our steelhead fishery is the best in the absolute world. Best in the world, right here in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's been a phenomenal walleye fishing year as well. I think that needed to be said too, because from what I understand, they're practically jumping in your boat. But honestly, when you look at Pennsylvania as a whole, and you look at the Lake Erie watershed and the lake itself, it's one of the most important things we have in the entire state. And I am proud that we played at least a small role in getting this research building built. It's very important to me, as Tim said, and we're going to do really great things here and keep this fishery in tip-top shape. So thank you, Tim. Thanks for the shout-out.
Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, with that concludes the formal remarks. Happy to answer any questions. Dan or Mark or Sean could join me back up here, or you could also have individual interviews afterwards. But that does conclude the formal remarks. Any questions from anybody? Okay, so we are, again, anybody who would like to take the tour. What's that? Oh, yeah, we are going to cut the ribbon. Mike, we do have the ceremonial scissors here, so if you just bear with us while Mike gets the ribbon set for the front door.
5,